Beginning of the week, just to get the week started right. Yesterday was a rest day, but it was also a Sunday, so you have to rest. We are workaholics. We did not work, but we continued the research. Since we chose Google Maps as the underlying system that we're going to be using, we moved from the ideas of scholarly GIS to retail GIS. Google offers some free services and some paid services. The paid services are very glossy and it would be good to have those. But we have a strict policy as a startup not to spend when you can design around. The maps option is free. The satellite one, there's one that's like a cartoon, and then there's one which is like a crossbreed between the satellite imagery and the drone imagery. I think it has topographic, contours and all those things. So within that, there's a few options that you can do. You can add what is known as markers, kind of like the drop pin thing where there's a longitude and latitude, and then there's an icon above that. So there's a lot of wizardry that can be done with markers. You can draw a shape around places on the map. So that is a second thing that maps can do. And then the third one, calculating distance from point A to point B. Yeah, I believe that's the one. So that's within maps. And then they have something called places. So places is when you Google and then on the map it shows you a card that gives you a brief description of what the place is. And then it's got other information, the time that it opens and time that it closes, such information. But that information is billed per request. Usually with these cloud solutions, you get a flat fee and then it allows for 10,000 requests or something. And then above that, you get charged per request. You can customize those cards if you want on your app. That's the first thing that we thought of, like, I think we're going to use that. But then once you discover that it's a paid option, and with cloud computing, anytime you encounter a paid option, you have to be very careful. We'll stick with the free maps option for a test case. And then we also investigated markers. You can scale out to a whole country or the world, or you can scale down to street level and, a particular building. So depending on the level of zoom, you can have different markers between certain zoom points. But then when you zoom into the market, then ideally you can have different people selling in the market. It can help with zoning. Let's say it's a thrift market. And you say, okay, so this area people normally sell like shoes. This area people normally sell like jeans. Or it can be this whole road has car dealerships. But then this one has this car dealership, this one has that car dealership, that one has that car dealership. And then maybe this particular car dealership has Nissans on this side or Toyotas on that side or Lexuses. What's the plural of Lexus? Those are some of the ideas that are kicking around when I was supposed to be resting. Still doing the Jetpack Compose tutorials. We're offsetting that with instructional videos from the Google team. It's kind of like an overview